All day, every day.
Every day is Valentine's
Every day.
Day.
Start with yourself. Start with yourself. Right? Please. Treat yourself day. I love that whole concept. Let's take a poll. What defines the West Side to you? Huh. What defines the West Side to you? It's A, west of La Cienega, B, west of the 405, and C, here, Rob, have a seat there, and C, other.
B.
West of the 405, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always has.
But I think technically.
I don't know, when you're talking to Pasadena, they think that works the west side.
Well,
Talk to my side of town. That's
so,
what they
you know,
think.
Exactly.
I guess, the region, we have the West Side region, and it really does go from Los Feliz to the sea. On this side of the hill, right, of course, and north of 10,
Okay.
right? That's just my basic. Anybody else?
Joey.
Yeah.
So part of why I thought that was kind of fun is a couple of reasons. So it helps.
This is a Samantha question, by the way.
Reminder that, you know, we don't always have the same definition as our clients.
Sure.
Right? So a lot of people, I hear them talk about Beverly Hills and they're like West Side. And to me, I'm like, I'm from LA, and to me, it's west of the 405. So it's just a reminder that we all have different definitions of things. And so when people talk about areas, I think it's kind of nice, or anything, to just clarify things with people.
Yeah, I keep pointing to Raha. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Come and sit up here, Raha. There's a seat over there. You can sit next to Tim. Samantha, thank you.
Well, you have to, I don't know if there's a boundary, but it has to be La Cienega. Go to 405, not including Beverly Hills or Westwood or, all that.
Agree.
I mean, who the hell knows?
Well, I guess the question is, what does your client think, really? And how does that relate when they say they want to live on the west side?
I met
What does
a
that mean?
snippy agent once who said, oh, I won't go east of La Cienega. So I'm gonna go with La Cienega, because he professed to be a west side agent.
Well, if he doesn't want to
Don't
handle any of
go
his
east
east
of
side
Los
clients, you should be like, I can take them up your heads.
It's just the way he said it was.
I don't know if there's any special prizes for that.
No,
It was,
Well, there
it
is.
was a little strange.
limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Being a dick.
It's
That.
I
branding.
think he believed in elevating.
I'm sure he thinks he's a luxury agent too.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a really good question. What does luxury mean, right, to you, right? Because that is, that's a floating definition for sure, for sure. All right, Samantha, thank you for diving deeper into our brains. All right, Golden Dragon Parade is coming up. Golden Dragon Parade, Saturday, February 17th. That's this week on the 4th in Chinatown. That sounds like fun. I might have to do that.
And everybody can stop by my lease listing if you
Is
want.
it open? It's a great time to have that open, right?
Yeah.
You can live here, for sure.
No, it's commercial, we can't live there.
Oh, I thought it was flex. I thought somebody lived on the 3rd floor.
The owner does.
Yeah, well,
He's renting out the gallery.
no, okay. I thought it was sale. All right, Baldwin Hills Pan-African Film and Arts Festival. Toya, you worked that twice, right? Is that right? And it's a good quality.
Over 150 films in the screen.
Wow.
They just premiered Bob Marley movie on Monday.
Oh, did they?
No,
Is it
Did you see it?
a Baldwin Hills, not the Fox Hill Mall? Was is it the Baldwin Hills
Crenshaw.
Cinema.
Yeah, Crenshaw, yeah.
all right.
It's like the whole, like the second floor is also the art. So at the theater is the film festival, and in the mall is the arts festival. So you can get some arts.
Baldwin Arts,
I went yesterday and I saw the real estate system.
the Real Estate Sisters. Oh, yeah? Excellent. All right. Okay. And also in celebration of Black History Month this Sunday, at the Pan Pacific Park locally, right, is History Month Festival, Black History Month Festival. So there's going to be marketplace, concession vendors, performing artists with a surprise headliner.
Ooh.
Maybe it'll be Usher. Discussion on topics including health, mental health, and issues related to the African American community. I'm going to take a walk over there, right near my neighborhood. All right, events here at home. We're having the awards ceremony at the end of the month. Expected to
We're running out of
TBA. We have some leads. We're working on it. Samantha's working. We have the awards, but we do need your help. If anyone has, anyone knows of a large, a large project that wants to promote either lease or sale and has some sexiness to it, maybe has a rooftop deck or a community room that or a large unit that we can take over for a few hours and promote their property and do a little award ceremony. That would be great. I think I got a lead yesterday, but we'll say Michelle Martin. How you doing today? Everybody, welcome Michelle Martin. We said hi to her last week. Today's her official welcome. Family reunion. We'll be out of the office the 25th through the 29th. Samantha and I, that is. You'll still have the access to Brian and Tati when she comes back from France there.
She's in France.
What's that?
She's in France.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't let any grass grow under her feet. She travels a lot. She's good. All right. Elite Home Staging, the value of staging in today's market. Lunch and learn on the 15th next. That's
tomorrow.
Tomorrow on the 15th at 12 p.m. The value of staging in today's market. Please RSVP. Natalie Zohar will be teaching the class. Also, the book club starts, and that is with Magic Words. Do we have a date when that's going to start?
It's still the same.
Fidero?
We're still working on finalizing the date.
Okay.
So it will be within the coming weeks.
But if you're interested, get the book and get. I need some running space. I need some ramp on. Get ahead. My reading skills are poor, unfortunately, but I will get on that. The morning show, Tracy, Lorna, and friends. Every day, serving up love, motivation, gratitude, all of those things. Christy Bailey, what does she have this week? Win with buyers, win with the seller, work with buyers and sellers, make and receive offers, and negotiate offers. Get in there, do it again, refresh yourself, plug yourself in. I've been in real estate for 20 years now.
You started when you were 12?
Yeah, that's very sweet.
Prodigy.
It's at 10 o'clock every day.
Okay.
10 o'clock Monday through Friday, 10 to 11:30. But 20. I forget more than I know, right? It's always good to have a refresher. I would encourage you, if you're not even showing up for the classes, she has a library of videos of all the classes and plus. Excellent resource. Same with Scott Leroy. Nurture your database and print marketing on the 15th. DocuSign 101, command overview, website customization, the new websites, and smart plan overview. Group meeting of course, the Minty meeting, 12:30 today. Samantha and I will be there. And the Brokers Open, I couldn't make it yesterday. Was it good? Yeah, heard it was a big turnout. You guys wait for me not to show up or Olina to show up? All right. Yeah, that's what Samantha said. Anything on that you any standouts that you want to share? Anybody? I tried to pull the condos out. I thought there was only one condo.
one condo, but there was like a lot of, modern style,
yeah.
mid-century homes.
Samantha?
I'll offer something, we have a standard 11 to 2 for Broker's Caravan. So unfortunately, the first property we showed up at, there were 10 of us, and they didn't open until like 11:30.
My bad.
So it's just another, no, it's okay, but it's also a great learning lesson that if you can get your seller to agree to the standard hours.
That's all. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the basic rule is you want to create as little barrier to entry as possible. Not only that, you want to incentivize people, you want to create an experience for people. Every little tick off it, oh, well, I don't want to really do open houses. Oh, I don't want to sign open house. Oh, all right, you can do brokers open between, 12 and 1, and all of that reduces the amount of eyes on the product, which reduces the opportunity for the best return on your investment. It's not brain science, right?
And there was one that had a buyer, right, a potential buyer that was trying to get in and she.
Yeah, so there was a condo we were at, and it's a whole gallery with a sales department, and we couldn't get a single person to open the door, and somebody had sent their client, not our office, someone else. There was a buyer there trying to get in and couldn't reach anyone to get in. And it was in the MLS of an open house.
One less opportunity that property is experiencing. And negligible. Yeah.
The highlight was Troy's listing. It's on Troy's.
Yeah,
listing.
right. Nice. What a nice comment.
Excellent. Did I have it on there naturally or did it, no, thank you for doing that. All right. Now, maybe what we could do is identify any of the office open houses and we'll make a concerted effort to support that. Yeah. Flow coaching, Monday and Thursday, right? Anybody ever get on the flow coaching piece? Okay. Yeah, how's that work for you? Good. Resonates with you? Yeah, excellent. I think it's a more mindset conversation. It's real estate related, but very, very much a more of a mindset piece, which I always need. Got to stay connected to that old thing shaking up in my skull there. Alfonso Jimenez. So I got a little more information on this. I was talking to the team leader at the Hollywood Hills office. He actually did 2 deals. He got 2 referrals from the West Side office, and they closed 2 deals with him. He just happens to be doing it at the Hollywood Hills office. He's here for family reunion. He's going to be on a panel with our agent from the West Side at family reunion. So this is a good way for you to understand the mechanics of an international referral and also get yourself a start with Alfonso, right? He's your first, right? In Mirabel, Spain, which is pretty centrally located. Oh, or is it on the coast? I think it's on the coast somewhere.
We should all take a trip there.
Let's do a class trip. Class trip to Mirabel, Spain.
Meet up with the Toddy and Prince.
That's
Next week,
fantastic.
Tati hopefully will be back before we arrange that. Next week, we are going to, we're gonna have Chief Economist Oscar Way take over the meeting, right? And the meeting is gonna be about an hour presentation along with the Q&A. I would encourage all of you to come and get this information. This is the underpinning of almost every conversation you'll have with a client today, right? Who wants to know your understanding of the past performance of the market, the present performance of the market, and the future condition of the market is what this is all about, and it will give you a bump. I'm sorry, Andrew.
Sorry, go ahead. Is he going to physically be here or is he going to be on Zoom?
My assertion is he will be here.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll
great.
physically be here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that'd be great for us all to physically be here because that's a good showing.
Yeah.
That makes them feel
Yeah.
good.
I agree. Agreed. Andrew.
I think I'm correct. I think CIR supported school LA or ULA.
Yeah.
I think we should hold this feet to the fire.
Yeah, sure.
When they stop, the IAR.
I don't know
it's
how
starting to
much
pick
Oxford
up
had to do
again.
with that, but,
It really has.
they supported it though, yeah.
Supported ULA?
The ULA, yes, definitely paused the luxury market, but that's not, that's not the big reason why people stopped. It's the interest rate.
Well,
It's both.
I don't think in that.
Interest rate stock market.
I don't think interest rates play much of a factor for that fire. I mean, yes, it did a
Yes, they
little,
do.
but not as much as it does to someone who buys a 5 or 10.
It's another stumbling block.
Yeah.
It's another reason not to, is the problem, right? It may not be, but it's,
I don't see how economists didn't foresee that a huge jump, I mean, for 1 or 2%, I think buyers would have adjusted to that, but 4 and 5.
or how about if it was just on the
Actually, though, but there's-
proceeds?
Yeah.
But, I've
The
been
net.
talking to a
Yeah.
lot of
The gross.
attorneys, and
Stupid.
they have ways of actually going about and avoiding the ULA even with the high purchase. So people that have that type of wealth can manipulate so that they're not actually so they'll sell it in small infractions, correct. Correct, so that they end up doing that and they just, so there's ways, there's loopholes going around it, so I don't think for people that have that type of luxury wealth, that's not their big hurdle. That's not their.
Here's the bottom line on the other side. They are not seeing a fraction of the revenue that they thought they were gonna see.
No, they're not.
Right?
No.
So,
Yeah.
they're either going to close down those loopholes or adjust. It's under litigation, it's all, I mean, it's far from settled, right?
I was listening to a CoStar presentation. They were going over the stats and they mentioned that, but they said that pretty much it just caused a bump and everything in the commercial market is still moving at the same speed as they expected.
No, which is slow.
It's slow because of
Which
interest
is
rates,
slow,
yes,
much more.
but they did mention that specifically, but it's not really a factor anymore.
Yeah, also, speaking of factors, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but CoStar is a factor. In the future, so CoStar, if you're not familiar with the commercial world, you probably don't know CoStar. But CoStar has been a diligent pre-technology. CoStar was an information data company. Okay, and they use that data for commercial properties. They were making calls. I remember in the old days, you close a commercial property, CoStar's calling you in the first week and asking you a litany of questions to fill out the information on their database. They were doing that for years. They defend and protect that data in a very, very aggressive way. And that's the base of their business. Now, they bought apartments.com, they bought homes.com.
10x.
What's that?
10x.
10x. It goes on and on and on. They almost bought realtor.com.
They almost.
Almost bought realtor.com. So they are going into the space. I don't know that they'll ever get to, or they care to get to brokerage because it's been tried and failed by several other companies. But their next goal is to wipe out Zillow.
I hope they do.
Yeah, but be careful what you wish for. Because I agree with you. You're trading one devil for another.
It's gonna be very tricky.
It's, I don't know, but I know that their plan is to take out Zillow next.
Yeah.
Because they took over HomeSnap, right? Like, yeah, because I used to
Buying
like
up
taking.
I
Homes.
liked HomeSnap.
I loved HomeSnap.
You always look up an agent you were gonna work with.
And you could take
now
a
it's like-
picture of any house and everything came up, and now it's gone.
These guys have a war chest that is not a investment from foreign money. They're not taking billions from anybody. They have their own war chest that they built over time. They can buy any brokerage out there today.
Yeah, they got rid of the best part
Large
of
and small.
HomeSnap.
Well, you should talk to them about that.
I'm gonna give them a call
My-
today.
I'm just saying, they're another player in the market, okay? And they're not as showy,
Yeah, they're under.
right? Absolutely. Core services. Do we have our lovely Andy Christina with us today?
You do. I am here.
Uh,
We've had a little shakiness in the market, not surprising. CPI numbers came out yesterday and they were higher than anticipated. So we've seen some jumping in mortgage rates. We got a little bit back of what we lost yesterday, but yeah, we're sitting tight, waiting for things to settle down. I wanted to share, I'm going to share my screen really quick. I just learned about this really cool tool. I'm sure you all know about the insurance challenges going on specifically in California. There's a ton of different carriers that are no longer accepting any new clients at all or issuing any new policies, which then forces the client, the buyer, to go with a California Fair Plan policy. For instance, California Fair Plan is taking weeks to issue policies. So obviously we want to be ahead of it. At the very beginning of escrow, we want to make sure that the client is ordering the insurance, shopping insurance, et cetera, getting whoever they're using for insurance in touch with the lender. But I wanted to share this really cool tool. If there is a property that your client is interested in, or maybe they're under contract on.
Andy able to share? You guys, Andy able to share?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, wait, nope. It says, nope, I can't share it.
All right, they're working on that.
Okay. So long story short, so your insurance premium, the buyer's insurance premium can make or break the loan as well. Because of all the insurance claims in California with the rains and flooding and all that good stuff, an insurance premium can literally throw a client's qualifications off. So before you even get to that point, when you're out looking at properties and somebody's interested in something, Redfin, believe it or not, has a really great tool. Can I share?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so if we go to Redfin, you plug in any address that your client is interested in. Okay, you plug it in, you click on the map button, and you click on the fire zone. It will tell you what sort of fire zone they are in ahead of time. This is super, super critical. It can save everybody a lot of headaches in the long run. They can start looking and getting quotes for insurance. B, you'll also know maybe it's not the property for them because they legitimately will not qualify for that type of premium. If it's in a major fire zone, you can talk thousands and thousands of dollars for insurance premiums. And again, on the timeline, if your seller is looking to close quickly and California Fair Plan is taking 3, 4, 5 weeks, obviously that's an issue. So I wanted to share this really cool. You can look and minimum, here's your flood zone. It's minimal. Here's your fire. Anyway, that's what I got.
Nice and cool, Andy.
That is
It
cool.
would be great if they hooked that, connected that to an insurance
Yeah,
company.
Right? What we pay
Yeah.
for, the MLS and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is Redfin, right? But it would be great if
We didn't have to direct people to Redfin. to
Redfin,
look
yeah.
up stuff.
Well, I would use it myself and then I would create.
Well, I mean, maybe it's not directing them to Redfin.Maybe it's you, if somebody is interested in a property before you say anything, you pull it up on Redfin, right? It's a nifty little tool in your tool belt.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, you bet.
Surprised what's
And-
considered high fire, people.
What's that?
You'd be surprised what's considered high fire.
What's considered high fire?
I'm in escrow on a condo in the flats of Toluca Lake.
Okay,
High fire,
What?
interesting.
makes 0 sense.
It's crazy. And I'm not trying to sound like some conspiracy theorist by any stretch, but literally insurance companies are I feel like pulling out any stop they can. because they haven't been able to increase premiums, and there's a big debate and fiasco going on with the insurance commission. So it literally they've hit the emergency brake. And I think, you know, any reason they can to deny or revoke. I've had lots of clients call me up and go, oh my God, my insurance company just canceled my insurance. So anyway.
Well, Andy, what's the recourse? If they're in a place where they can't find insurance, the state has what you said, the fair, what is that called?
The California, yeah, the California Fair Plan, it's actually, yeah, I mean, yes, I strongly suggest clients working with an actual insurance broker instead of just an insurance agent that owns, you know, a franchise of State Farm, for instance. I strongly suggest working with a broker who has access to multiple carriers, because it just helps. They'll be able to search and find and figure out what available options there are for people. There are some other carriers that are getting more aggressive. I know that I had a long conversation with an insurance broker that I refer a lot of business to, and she was saying even condos recently have had a really hard time. Insurance companies are just pulling back on insuring condominiums. So to your point, Charlotte, that just could be why. Anyway.
Yeah.
The
It's tricky.
older one. Like if it's newer, there are carriers that will do it, but I think she said, I could have the date wrong, but I think she said any condos prior to 1995 are almost impossible to insure right now. Owner occupied condos. I don't know why landlord policies seem to be easier, but owner occupied condos, she said, are the hardest thing to insure right now.
Huh.
So weird.
I just had, if somebody's ever had previous claims, for instance, I just had a client, we went through 3 different insurance brokers to find a policy on an owner occupied single family home. And the reason that he was having trouble, he had a stolen watch claim 5 years ago, and the insurance company was saying it was high risk.
That's a really good education piece for you guys too with your clients. Most people know when they get into a car accident, if it's just a little fender bender and they have a $500 or $1,000 deductible, it's pretty standard procedure. People are like, hey, can we handle this outside of insurance? I don't want my rates to go up, but they don't do that with their homeowner's policy. And when even if you're grandfathered in with a policy, if you have 3 claims, they have the right to drop you, and they will. So educate your clients as to what is worth putting a claim in for. I had 6 inches of water in my basement, with this last rain. No claim. You know what? I got a sump pump and I'll throw stuff away. It's just not worth it unless it's really significant.
You measure it out.
People don't know.
Weigh out the whole equation.
Well, people don't know. They know when it's their car, but I have a friend who just lost his insurance up in the hills because he had a roof leak and he filed 3 claims in the attempts to get it fixed. And now he has to do fair plan.
All right, Andy.
And just so people know, even companies that you thought would be super loyal to you, like USAA, will also drop you like a hot rock. So it's even the military one that has been like the cornerstone for like everyone that has that from their parents, or if you're military and you have it. I know a few people who have been dropped by USAA after making a few claims last year. So don't think you're safe when you have that one either. That's a big one.
You're safe with the California Fair Plan, but it's not the greatest. Andy, I also wanted to say that I receive your email every day now, and I really love it. Is everybody getting Andy's?
It's so good.
If you're not getting Andy, she's talking to somebody on the side there. Hey, Andy, is everyone in our office receiving your email?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. That's what I was saying. All right, so there's no need for anybody to sign up or anything. They're receiving it already. And if you're not receiving it, reach out to Andy. It's a great, it's a daily rate sheet.
I'm still plugging everybody in, so you will continue to get invitations to the portal. But in the effort of time, I started just sending it out on my own on a daily, so everybody should be getting it.
Excellent.
Can I ask Andy a question, which I don't know if anybody else, I think you probably can benefit from this as well, but not you, Andy, because obviously I love you and we'll talk to you 50 times a day, but I get an inordinate amount of spam emails from lenders, mortgage brokers, and they appear to be exempt from the unsubscribe button.
Oh,
And I do not understand that. Is there something in your business that I mean, almost every other spam I get, there's an unsubscribe button, but lenders consistently do not have them.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I have no idea.
Sometimes they do.
You should just write, stop in an email.
No, I just thought maybe there was some carve out for them, because it's not just one, it's like, and they send them every day.
But it was a B2B thing. All right.
Shared screen.
Once we get back, oh, there's that daily rate watch. This is that email I get every day. I love it. Thanks, Andy.
You bet.
Duncan.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just not much for today, but on the note of flooding, I have been getting some calls in the past couple of weeks about leaky roofs. As a reminder, it's not generally a home warranty covered item. There is a limited roof leak coverage add-on. So if your client had added that on, there's a potential for them to make a claim for that. But the reason the word limited is in the add-on is it's very limited and doesn't cover much. So my recommendation is to not even add that on, because sometimes it creates more problems than, or a lot of times it creates more problems than it does good. But always defer your client.
Yeah, what is it limited to?
It's just honestly, the main thing that it will do is patching, and it has to be above a livable space in the house. So it can't be like above a garage. But it has to be, there's a lot of gray areas, and they'll only do patching. So I think a lot of people think they're going to get their roof replaced or a portion of their roof replaced. This is $100 add-on, so you might want to consider that too. But that's why I say don't usually add it on. It's probably not going to cover much. If you have money to pad in, I would use it on other items, is basically what I'm saying. But with that being said, always defer them to the homeowner's insurance company. And sometimes I've had a couple calls in the last week or two of clients being confused about the difference between homeowners insurance and home warranty. So, if anyone needs some clarification on that, happy to go over that. And one thing I was gonna talk about with you guys offline, Samantha and Joey, is we do have a Fortress Fire Report training through our NHD company at our company. And, that's becoming big too, just talking about the fire zones, how to read the Fortress Fire Report, how to utilize it, and the pros and cons to the Fortress Fire Report, which is now a car incorporated thing. So we have a Zoom training on that I'm going to propose to the office, but if anyone would like to get in on that, it's going to be super informative. And I know this is coming up a lot in transactions lately. So
Excellent. All right. Duncan, what's your message of love today?
say that again. What?
What's your message of love today?
Oh, my message of love is let's all care about each other. I think there's too many people in it for themselves in the world, and let's get together and see how we can help each other out.
I'm in. Thank you, Duncan. All right, you rose to the occasion. Haley, are you on there today? How you doing, Haley?
Good. Today I wanted to talk about some of the flyers we have. Recently, I've been getting some questions about what flyers we have available for you guys and for your clients. So today I want to talk about 3 different flyers that you can take next time you guys go door knocking. The first flyer is going to be the property tax flyer. And with the second installment of property taxes due on April 10th, right now is a relevant time to bring up property taxes in conversation. The second flyer is going to be for the LA County e-notification program, which shows homeowners how to sign up to receive alerts anytime something is recorded against their home. And the third flyer is our buyer and seller guide. So depending on what conversations you're having while you're door knocking, you can supply them with a buyer or a seller guide, which just outlines each step of the transaction process for them. And outside of those 3 flyers, we have so many other educational flyers available for you guys. So if anyone wants to view those flyers or has any questions, please let me know and I can email you a PDF copy or drop off some printed copies to the office.
I imagine anyone door knocking having this kind of bag with little file folders on it with a bunch of different resources, right? You know, imagine that you're at a door, you start a conversation, you're looking to be of value. This person, you know, needs, information about taxes or about you know, fire zones or anything like that. And you have this kind of library of opportunities. You know, like, what do you need to learn about today? You know, I got all in there. So I think that's a great value add, especially for especially. Yeah. Thank you, Haley.
Of course.
Have a great day. Oh,
You-
Haley, what's your message of love?
Oh,
Forgot to ask.
I guess just be kind to everybody and maybe try and show love to a stranger in some way today.
I love that.
Just hug them.
You-
Grab a
you know,
stranger.
I had the greatest little micro experience yesterday while driving. You know, even I'm a little dramatic, even in my driving, and I'm gonna I pull up to a stop sign, and you know, we kind of got there at the same time. And all I did was, you know, I had my hand on the wheel, and I just went over the dashboard and I went like that to them, you know, for them to go. I was like, go, there you go, like that. And the girl in the passenger seat got such a kick out of it. Brought her so much joy just in that little gesture, you know, little drama.
Did you
Right?
do
Probably. I was trying to tone it down for you guys. But probably, it doesn't take much apparently.
We know
Because
you
she
so
could not be, she is so like, her face was so full of joy as she was driving by. Thank you, Haley. Hey, guess who's in the house today?
Lovely
Yay.
Who's her theme music? If I need your time to get your theme music set up.
I know, right? Hi, everyone. I hope your day is filled with love today. Today I wanted to go over this past week, we had a lot of rain. And surprisingly enough, a lot of sellers experience leaks in their home. So if
In the middle of an escrow period?
yeah, or you know, as we're preparing to list or anything like that, I would say you'd be surprised as how many call and say there's a leak happening when we have the heavy rains. So my point is that if you have provided the buyers with seller disclosures and something like this happens, you have to add this new information onto an addendum and disclose this.
How many days do we have to disclose it?
Well, as soon as possible, but they have 5 days to review any type of new information. If you deliver it in person, it's 3 days. If it's electronical, it's 5.
So Ron, to clarify, that extends the escrow by 5 days.
No.
No, their
Contingencies.
time, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's new information that they have to
Yeah.
review, but please make
Only
sure
if
that
it-
they, yeah.
Yeah, it extends the contingencies only if you're outside of the contingency period.
Right, okay, okay.
Okay, if you have a 17-day discovery period and it happens on day 3, you're well inside of that. You give them the information and they get to, you know, process it. If you're at day 16 of a 17-day period and you give them that information, that does extend it.
Yeah.
If you have already taken off your contingencies and they get this information, they have 3 days to process that information too, right?
5.
5 days to process. that.
Electronically,
It used
yeah.
to be 3 days, wasn't it?
So
If you
could be
deliver it in person-
non-contingent and they could still walk away from a deal even if you.
That is.
I mean, it's a
different
material
story.
fact at this point, something has happened, but usually they discover these things once you're past that time, but you just want to disclose it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
They like are experiencing it in bathrooms, living rooms, anywhere.
Sure.
It's just
water finds a
random,
way.
yeah.
Hmm.
So just make sure that if you have listings preparing, when it rains like that, maybe check in on them, see what's happening. Maybe do a walkthrough, also add it to your agent visual inspection disclosure. Make sure that you always disclose anything like this.
Don't think of it as a bad thing. I love selling properties with the rain because it's something that you don't want to get that call 3 or 6 months later.
Right.
That something's leaking. It's kind of awesome to know in advance that you can deal with it. I don't know. That's my.
Stand out there with the hose in the middle of the summer.
Water it down.
As much water on it. as
Yeah.
possible.
But yeah, disclose,
Good
disclose.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And it's gonna rain this weekend.
Yeah, so make sure you check in with them, or if something happens, make sure
Only-
you
only
note
to
it.
be surpassed by having an open house where you're having an active leak. That's a fun one.
And it's so awesome when you have an open house and it's raining 14 inches and there's no leak. You're like, yes.
And no people.
No, actually,
They some showed up.
they showed up.
Really?
Rob, what's your message below?
My message is to be kind to each other.
All right, it's a recurring.
And
theme
please
today.
be kind to Raha.
Yes.
Yes.
And
That's my message.
And Andy. Are you still there, Andy?
She doesn't want
Yeah, she's done, yeah.
No.
She's
to run
hiding.
away.
She's hiding now. That's okay. All right, I missed that one opportunity. Birthdays this week, Ujwal. Laura Anderson is tomorrow. Also Tracy Kearns.
Saturday.
What a great day.
You're a love baby. Brandon Damiano and Laura also on the 19th and Alex on the 20th. Happy birthday, you guys.
Have a big parade for me in Chinatown
Oh,
for my birthday.
sweet. This week we do have a capper. She's
Yay.
not here. Oh, she's not here.
Okay.
But she wants to see it in the, we're gonna celebrate her without her being here. And that's Marissa Tranquilli.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we all love and know Marissa. Congratulations, Marissa. We're clapping for you even in your absence.
Yay.
Sending some love on Valentine's Day also. All right, there you go. Congratulations on closed escrows, Marissa Tranquilli on 116 and 120 Avenue 64. It's that property she was talking about. It's a parking lot next to a historic building. There's also On and Russell in downtown, Anna Lee also in downtown, and Jacqueline Jans. Congratulations on Delphi. She's here today. We have some new escrows, Angela Bond on Libet and Pete Bonacore on Cochrane. Also Heidi Davis on Gower, Matthew Lavi on Trolley Way, Stamp and Chief, Steve and Champ on Shady Glade, as well as Eileen Lonzo on Van Ness. She got that in. That's excellent. Excellent, guys. Some closed leases, On and Anna Lee and Peter and Myron all had some closed leases this week. And some new listings. We got Michael and Troy Ward on Wilton Place. 3-bed, 4-bath. Where'd Troy go? He slipped down. Michael, how did that open house go?
It was great, and thanks for going to it.
Yeah.
It's a lovely unit. It has a garden out the front, and
Yesterday was the first
first broker's open.
you had a lot of people in?
Yeah, there was a good few people, and it really helps the team went over there as well.
Excellent. 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 1,520 square feet. It's a lot of beds and baths and square footage, and it's $1,049,000. Excellent.
And not staged, that's their actual.
That's the way they live, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, the lady is an interior designer, so.
Excellent.
They got it up, you know. Yeah.
No Star Wars stuff? Leases.
There's no
Paul-
pictures on the fridge.
Paul, you on Orange Drive,
No magnets.
has a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,350 square foot condominium for $3,100 per month. It looks like one of my grandmother's mink stoles, that floor. Is that Silver Fox or something like that?
Is that what they call grandma?
But
He wears it, be honest.
I think that somebody did. Olmsted, Aaron Dumont has a listing on Olmsted. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,227 square feet, and that's $4,450 per month. Where is Olmsted? On Alameda has a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. This is clean. 519 square feet, $2,000 per month. Also, in the same building, 1-bedroom, 1 bath, 960 square feet for $3,100. What was the other one? 2,000, 3,100. All right, that makes sense. Double, Brandon Damiano, he is, I guess, maybe looking for the option to rent his property for $3,500 for 519 square feet. That's a studio apartment. So, in a nice building. And income properties. Nothing. That was a teaser. A teaser. Who's got some pocket listings coming soon?
I'm gonna talk about this, but it's gonna be a ways down the road, but I want to set the seed, as I've mentioned it before. It's considered a single family home, but it is, if for some reason in Anaheim, the townhouses are considered a single family, but I have a 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 3-bath townhouse in Anaheim coming up. We're gonna have Zoom Casa probably work on that, so that's why it's down the road. I also just signed a new listing, and that is, it's in South Central. It is on 84th Place, and that is a single family home. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and that is also going to be something I'm trying to entertain Zoom Casa to come in. It just needs a lot of work, and the client is elderly, and it's something she can't handle. So I'll keep you posted on how that's coming along. That's it for now. They won't be on the board for a while, but if you have someone in Anaheim, the complex is really cute, and it will probably be around the mid to high 6s once it's all done up. And the single family home, once that's done up, things are selling around there in the low, like 800s, so it's that, once it looks good, it can go.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent else. Anyone else pocket listings coming soon?
Mike and I have a single family home in Monrovia, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,300 square feet on a 10,000 square foot lot. So it's like 2 lots, and has a big backyard with a pool and jacuzzi, cosmetic fixer though. But
Excellent. How much?
1.1.
1.1 in Monrovia. Where's Monrovia?
Camino Real, 146 East or South Camino Real.
It's just past
Right.
Pasadena.
Get it
Oh, yeah.
divvied up for me. Past. I can.
Oh,
understand
if you go to
past
Old
Pasadena.
Town, there's Old Town Monrovia. It is really cute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have a Croatian restaurant.
3 times a week out in Monrovia.
Around
Just
the other
listed,
listing you had.
Just listed, yeah, and
Yeah, and
that's how we got this one from.
Excellent.
Good for you.
We call agents.
Tell that
and
story a little bit.
We call agents that have just got, I have like a MLS drip with that just listed, then we'll call them and be like, can we door knock your property next week, and then we're outdoor knocking there. And we got this stock market from that.
It's astounding that they're not willing to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, no. It doesn't, it's not the first time they've heard it, Christina. It's not magic, right? It's the unwillingness to do everything you can to leverage the opportunity that you have, right? And your willingness to do it is here's my advice to you, and I don't think it's a problem for you. Don't ever adapt your standard for someone else's lack of standards, right? So create this as a standard in your business. Hey, any listing I have, any open house I have, I'm doing this, right?
We're driving an hour and a half out there, 3 times a week.
Crazy, but it's an opportunity, right? And that's a commitment to your opportunity. That even, you know, elevates both of you in my eyes even more. But making that standard, anytime anybody gives me an open house, I'm going to door knock around it as much as I could beforehand, and then maybe afterwards, and then I'm going to use it on social media. I'm going, you know, how can I get the most out of this fruit, right? Yeah, excellent. And you deserve the response. Okay, any other pocket listings? That's it? Christina,
So I have.
wants and needs or a pocket listing?
I have a pocket listing.
Okay.
I mean, I just shared it with a couple of people, but just in case, I do have a 2-lot type. It's in Los Feliz. The address is 1423?
Yeah.
Okay, 1423 Sanborn. The lot size is like 15,000 square feet over. Anyways, it's 1 house, pool, off market. I'm gonna have a one-time showing this Friday at 12 p.m. So if you guys have developers looking for a project, it could be a flip, fix and flip, or it could be a tear down, to each its own, to however way they want to turn it over. Price on that is $2 million. And yeah, if you have anyone that's interested in the Los Feliz for a fix and flip or a development play, give me a call.
What's the upside potential on it?
It
Fix and
depends on-
flip upside potential.
I mean, it could
Buy for
go-
$2 million, you put in,
Yeah, put in probably about, I would say maybe anywhere from 300, maybe about 300K into the
okay,
house,
and you
then
can sell for,
probably at least 3.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the last, and it's got the view and it's
Trey
on the
Adams.
side. that
Adams,
also
that's
view.
in Adams area. of
I
interest.
shopped it with Adams, but it does have some grading, and so Adam doesn't really want to touch that.
It's a little shut. He's a little,
Sensitive about the
sensitive.
grading, yeah, so.
Tony, what do you got?
Tony McBride, realtor, that I'm not a wholesaler, so I find fix and flip property for investors. So if you do have fix and flips, or you're looking for fix and flip for your clients, hit me up, send me an email, find me online, wherever, and I can find fix and flips.
Sure. You should create an open dialogue with Adam Pergament for sure. He's always looking for something. He's not right here. He's not here right now, but he's one of our agents. Get his number from the front desk, and you should.
He comes in like
He's always-
twice a year.
He's always looking. I have a pocket to, you know, it's a big number, but it's it's 1 acre, Beverly Hills Flats, north of Santa Monica. It is 1 acre, new construction. It is like, it's got like 3 buildings on it, entertainer, crazy, everything is done with an architect. It's not a cookie cutter. 70 million.
How much?
70.
And not subject to ULA.
Yeah. 70 mil. 70 mil, and
Charlotte, what about your?
I mean, there might be some flexibility,
Your diplomat.
but there, yeah, or anywhere, I'd say anywhere from 60 to 70. The land itself is 20 mil. No. No. But you can take my word for it. I'm not easily impressed. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, it's brand new construction. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Please. Let me put it this way. It's not on the market, but he would sell it. He's a Nina Chia, one of one of our not older agents, an agent who's been here for a long time. She is committed to recycling in a big way, and she is willing to facilitate. Staples has a program, they'll take back any pens, art supplies, anything like that. We have boxes out here for a long time with, like used pens, but they'll take pencils, pens, glue sticks, everything, right? Is that the criteria, right? We'll have a box and just throw your stuff in there. Every little bit helps, even when you think it's not enough. Are you getting texts from JW Larchmont? That's a question, right? Some people opted out and maybe want to opt back in. Just text OK to 24251 to opt in. Okay.
How often do they get sent and what's the content?
We don't. It's
not annoying
don't.
at all.
Yeah, I really try not to.
You want it.
I don't get them, that's why
You
I'm
don't get.
asking.
Yeah, you
You
probably
want it.
opted out at some
That's
point.
what I'm.
That's not annoying.
Classes, events, just
Is it
reminders
the
and
same
big
as,
stuff.
is it the same as the emails?
No, it's just a little
Okay.
little short nugget.
Like Rich, my class is starting in 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a link and you can.
Or like, don't forget in-person meeting tomorrow,
Yes.
which is always a nice reminder.
All right. Wants and needs. Let's start with wants and needs, and then we'll create a whole section for this. Today's a good day to share some love, right? Wants and needs. Anybody want or need anything client-based, life-based, personally?
Life-based, my place, opening next weekend. Hope everybody's fine.
We will send out a little email. We won't
Yeah,
text
do
it
it
to you.
email.
We'll send out an email, please. 25th through the 29th in Long Beach.
23rd through the 25th.
I only have like one day that I can go before I get a Boundary, that's what I'm trying to work out. At the Long Beach Playhouse. Okay. And there's information up at the front. Yep. Anyone else wants and needs? Anybody? Maybe? Okay. Fill the bucket, guys. I don't push this normally. Let's push it a little bit today. Who would like to fill the bucket for someone? Could be someone in the room, could be someone not in the room. But does everybody know?
I'm gonna fill the
Oh, there
bucket
you
for
go.
Raha.
Thank you.
And, obviously you all should be using her services, but, she really goes above and beyond. And, I just really appreciate you. And I'm very grateful for your patience with me and my clients. And I've had some people that have really been trying in the past, and she handles everything so professionally and with such grace and a calm self-assurance, and she really makes everyone feel really comfortable. So I would like to thank you for that.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else?
Yes, Joey, it's Lorna. I'd like to fill the bucket.
Get in there, Lorna.
I want to fill the bucket for all the people who show up consistently to the 9 a.m. morning show and are vulnerable and talk about their trials and tribulations and their successes and joys. And I just want to thank them all for being such warm, loving people. We just really love on each other every morning. And I thank you for those of you who show up consistently.
Well, and to that, I will fill both yours and Tracy's bucket in your, when I'm talking to a new agent and I start to talk about the culture of our office, I use the morning show as something that I'm most proud of. That two of the agents in this office took over something that a few of us have managed over the years. Rob was managing it for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and myself and Ed in the beginning. But I'm so proud that that you two have stepped up to in that leadership role. to develop your leadership skills and to support the community at large. I think it's really wonderful.
It's
And,
our pleasure and we get way more out of it than we give.
I'm proud of you guys. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you,
Anyone
Joe.
else? Anyone else?
Thank you, Joey. You beat me to it.
My pleasure, Josephine.
I want to thank Brian. I feel the bucket for Brian, just because, you know, there's a lot of things I need to be responsible for doing, and Brian's been awesome in helping me figure it all out.
He is a great support system, and his delivery system is in the disc profile. He is like a hard S, right? Maybe an SC or something like that. But that S, that steadiness, you know, who was that? Unflappable Molly Brown? Is it? Unsinkable. Unsinkable. Same concept. It was unflappable somebody else. Wasn't there somebody else? Was it a Fanny Bryce thing? Anyway, too many references, but it's that calmness that, you know, allows me to breathe and kind of, you know, he just sits there and absorbs any kind of mania that I throw at him, and is a great partner friend.
Brian, you got all that?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Brian, you're the best. We love you so much. You're unsinkable.
He's the neighbor on that show where you always see the
Is that Home Improvement?
Home Improvement over the fence. Yeah. You only see his eyes. Anybody else before we go? Thank you, Connor, for filling in for Tati while she's away. All right, I'm not gonna squeeze it, you guys. We have a preferred vendor today. It's Michelle Wallace, who is our preferred moving vendor. They do an amazing white glove service. We've used them in the past, and several of our agents have also. Michelle, are you? I don't see Michelle, right?
Not able to wait.
Oh, all right. Well, she will be back. And a great resource to have in your toolbox. And then there's a see you next week. I love the little see you next week thing. You guys, next week, don't forget, is Car Economist will be here taking it over. It's so very important for you all to be here. Have a great week, guys.
Thank you.
Of course.
Can I talk to you real quick?